Hi Gravitrax fans! Today we're going to unbox the Gravitrax Starter Set XXL. This is an extra large set. It's actually about twice the size of the regular Gravitrax Starter Set. If you want to know the contents of all Gravitrax sets, check out my free online reference called Gravisheet. Gravitrax is a modular marble run system from Ravensburger. And here we have the manual. This is written in several languages. Each language has about 4 pages, and it's worth reading because it familiarizes the user with each piece and how it's used in the marble run system. We also have 2 small manuals for the bundled extensions, the looping and the hammer. So let's take a look. These are the track pieces. Track pieces come in 3 different lengths: short, medium, and long. The long pieces cover 3 spaces, the medium tracks cover 2 spaces, and the short tracks cover 1 space. Normally in a Gravitrax starter set you get 9 short tracks, 6 medium tracks, and 3 long tracks. But in the starter set XXL you get twice as many. So we get 6 long tracks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 12 medium tracks, and the only starter set that has more tracks in it than the XXL is the giant starter set, which has 9 long tracks, 18 medium tracks, and 27 short tracks. Okay, so that's the 12 medium tracks, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 short tracks. This is the launch pad, which can simultaneously launch 3 marbles to start your marble run. Next we have the bundled $10 expansion called Looping or Loop. It consists of 3 pieces that snap together. I would recommend super gluing the green piece into the white base so that it doesn't wobble and suck some of the momentum out of the marble. You'll never be taking it apart anyway. And here is the included magnetic cannon. Now most starter sets have a magnetic cannon. You would think that the XXL would have 2, but it does not. Instead it has the looping and the hammer extensions. So it only has 1 magnetic cannon in the XXL starter set. Here we have a variety of some tiles here. So let's take a look at these. We have the Vortex, and actually we get 2 packs of the same thing, so we should have 2 Vortexes. So let's open that one too. So 2 Vortexes are included in the XXL. Normally you get 1 in a regular starter set. These are the 2-way merges, which also double as switches. You get 4 of them. Normally you would get 2 in a starter set. 2 landing pads, which are not open. And then you get 2 of the 3-way merges, or 3-in-1s. And 6 of these base tiles, which you can put different inserts in. So let's take a look at some of those inserts. You get 2 bags of them, twice as many as in a regular starter set. These are the landing pad inserts. They go into the landing pad tiles, and that is where the marble will end its marble run usually. 2 of those. We also have 4 of the switch pieces that go into the 2-way merges. to create switches. So we get 4 switches total. Switches are very nice to add a lot of interesting routes to your marble run. Here we have the splash pad. Get 2 of those. And here we have the catcher. Get 4 of those. Now you can't use them all at the same time because we only have 4 bases. Now here is the free fall, 2 of those. So you actually get more of the inserts than the base tiles. And here we have the finish line, 2 of those. They snap into the three-way merge, the 3-in-1, and that way you can tell which color marble won the race if you're racing your marbles. So here we have 2 identical bags, so basically double what would come in a normal starter set. These have the curved tiles and the junction tiles. Normally you would get, depending on the starter set, you would get 21 of the curved tiles. You get 42 in the XXL starter set. And normally you would get 2 or 3 of the junction tiles, and here you get 6 of the junction tiles, which kind of double as straight tiles. It's like an intersecting straight tile is what it is. So you can even have marble collisions if you want. Okay. Now what's really important in Gravitrax is that you have height tiles, so that you can start off with potential energy that gets converted into kinetic energy as the marbles roll. There's 2 different height tile heights. These are the half height tiles, which are 5 millimeters apiece. And normally in a starter set you would have 12 of those, but the XXL gives you 24 of these. And in addition to the half height tiles, you have the full height tiles. These full height tiles are 10 millimeters height, and normally you would get 40 to 56 of these in a starter set. You get 80 in the XXL. These are very valuable because the higher you go, the longer your marble can roll. So 80 is pretty good. The only set that has more is the giant starter set, which has 100 large height tiles and 32 of the small height tiles, the half height tiles. Okay, here we have the hammer extension. This has to be assembled. Not too hard though. It comes with a larger marble than the regular Gravitrax marbles, and that marble, or ball, gets snapped into the end of the hammer as a weight. Then we have the base and the arms. So we need to assemble this. The arms come in 2 halves, which have to be pressed together like this. There's one arm, and then here's the other arm. Once you have the 2 arms assembled, you have to put them into the sides of the hammer. Now they go only one way because the hammer is designed to go halfway up and then fall down. It goes into the base tile here, and here's how it works. It kind of stays upright until another marble comes and hits the bottom part, and then the weight propels it forward. Gives it a little more momentum. Not as much as the magnetic cannon. Here's the regular marbles which roll around the track. Normally in a starter set you would get 1 of each color, red, green, and blue, and 3 silver marbles. Now you don't get double the color marbles in the XXL. You get 1 red, 1 green, and 1 blue. So that's what you would get in a regular starter set. What you get double of is the silver marbles in the XXL. So there's the green. So there's the double. You get 6 silver marbles. Normally you would get 3. The only one that has more is again the giant starter set, which has 3 of each color and 9 silver. There's also a gold marble in the Advent Calendar set. It's the only set that has the special gold marble. Here we have the second launch pad, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4 of the clear platforms, which is double what would come in a regular starter set. What else is in here? Okay, base plates. Normally you get 4 in a starter set. You only get 6, which is not quite double. You know, it's more than normal, but actually the speed starter set also has 6, and the extreme. The giant has 8, but the regular starter set has 4, as does the obstacle. Now here you have a manual of different tracks that you can build. Kind of get you started. It's good to build a couple of these and kind of see how things work. Just be forewarned, Ravensburger's tracks in their manual aren't always 100% accurate. You know, they may not work in some places and you may have to troubleshoot the tracks. But there's some different tracks you can try so that you can kind of get the hang of things. It's a good place to start, and you know, kind of like Lego, you can start by building what's in the manual and then go off on your own and build whatever you would like. Also, at the end of this, there's kind of a, you know, see the question marks there, you know, kind of how do you build a track to make this work, you know? So given these pieces, how would you assemble them? Kind of gives you some critical thinking puzzles to solve here. So that's the contents of the Gravitrax Starter Set XXL. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, take a moment and hit the thumbs up button. Also check out my other unboxing videos and my comparison videos between starter sets, where I compare what's in common and what's different between starter sets. Thanks for joining me at the Masked Marble. My name is Chris. We'll see you next time.